Hey guys, today we're back with another gun review. And today on the channel we're going to be reviewing the LMT PDW in 300 Blackout. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be reviewing the LMT PDW in 300 Blackout. This is one of LMT's newest offerings. The first time I actually got to see it was at SHOT Show 2023. No, I didn't attend, but I was watching a few of the videos of SHOT Show, and this upper here was one that was shown off from the LMT booth. I think the only video that I actually seen it in was Classic Firearms and maybe one other, and it was probably the biggest thing there that piqued my interest besides the 15.3 308, which we have as well and we'll be reviewing very soon. But this one right here is for a special contract that they released for a other country for their personal defense weapon, and it caught so much, I guess, attention from the media and everybody else, the civilians here in the United States, that they decided that they was going to make one for the civilian market, and here we are. This is my registered lower, registered short-barreled rifle lower that is also an LMT. So just you all know that. I'm not breaking any laws here or anything else. This is registered to me, and this is my personal short-barreled rifle lower. So that being said, this upper here is a 7.25-inch M-LOK monolithic upper. Monolithic means that it is one piece of metal all the way from the rear end here all the way up to here. It's one piece of metal. There's no connectors or anything like that here anywhere. And the barrel that we have on here is a 7.75-inch 300 Blackout. The barrel here is actually began as a 16-inch 300 Blackout barrel from LMT, and then it was given to D. Wilson to shorten down to the 7.75-inch, and here we are. The one that LMT is actually going to be releasing in the third quarter is what they're pretty much thinking. Maybe it might be fourth quarter, it might be early 2024, is going to be a 8.5-inch barrel. The reason I believe it might be a little bit longer, or the reason that I think they went with 8.5 is just so that you could have a little bit more of a gap here between your threads and your muzzle device, because as you can see here, your threads start right where the actual upper ends. So it's a pretty close bid right here, and I don't have any suppressors on me at this point. We have 3 in jail currently. But I don't have any muzzle mounting devices or anything like that. So once they become available to me, we will probably try and get a mounted muzzle device on here and see how well the suppressor actually mounts, because that's the only thing I'm worried about with this short of barrel, that it might not leave enough gap in between the actual threadings and the upper to mount a suppressor, but we will find out about that soon. It looks to me like it should. Don't get me wrong, as long as you have a muzzle device that has the threads a little bit more up here than right back here at the end. But hopefully, let's just hope that it will fit with it perfect. So with that 7.75-inch barrel, you get really good ballistics out of the 300 Blackout. From what I can tell, about the best ballistics is about around the 9 to 8.5-inch barrel. But that being said, that 7.75 still isn't that short for the 300 Blackout. Now, whenever you get to them 5-inch, like the Sig Rattlers, you might start having some problems with velocities and stuff like that. But now with that 7.75-inch, you still should be right there on the money. This gun is fully ambidextrous. As you see here, you have your bolt catcher here on the right-hand side that you can catch your bolt with or release it up here. Either one you'd like to do. You also have it on the left-hand side as well, along with a magazine release here as well. So very interesting design here. You have 3 M-LOK slots on the left-hand side and right-hand side with 2 QD mounts up here in front. You have 3 M-LOK across the top and a half M-LOK in the back. You have 1, 2, 3. You have 3 M-LOKs and a half M-LOK down here on the bottom as well. So you can put a vertical grip just like I have it here, as long as you have a SBR, which like I said, this is. And you have a way of mounting your optics and everything all the way up to the front, or anything else you like to put on it. So pretty interesting. You have 32 slots of Picatinny on the top for mounting your optics, laser lights, iron sights, whatever you like to put on it. You have your normal buffer tube assembly. Yes, you can get the PDW buffer tube assembly, which will take about 1.5 inches off of the stocks. It will be about around here. at the same time, it looks pretty good, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I like that full buffer length system because whenever you start suppressing these guns and running a little bit of different ammunition, it's a little bit easier to mess with because I've got every single buffer from a normal standard buffer to H1, H2, H3, and different springs, so I can easily tweak it as I like. I did consider getting a PDW stock on it just because it makes it that much smaller, but at the same time, this one right here, if I still need to take a aim on it with this normal stock on it, which this is the Magpul K, I can't remember, SLK, I think is what, SLEK, something like that, and it makes it look very compact, and it really is compact because I can still get a good sight picture with this EOTech on top of it, and I mean, everything still runs very, very well with it. You have ambidextrous controls here on the left and right hand side for safe and semi-automatic. This is not a machine gun, so you do not have fully automatic. You also have a way here to take your barrel out with these two screws here. You take these out and the barrel just comes straight out, and if you'd like to swap out barrels to a longer one or whatever else, you can do that with these. Also as well, I think that this will also fit a carbine length gas system. So if I wanted to put, say, a 10-3 barrel in it for a 5.56, I could easily do it. Even though it would stick out a decent amount, probably about right here, you would still be able to do it if you'd like to. So this full setup here, though, guys, it's one of my favorite I've had. As soon as I put it together, I pretty much fell in love with it. With this vert grip on it, this PDW stock, you can get very good and tight in with this gun. And don't get me wrong, it does have a decent amount of recoil. The 300 Blackout is no slouch. And today we were shooting 150 grain supersonic rounds, so it did have some kick to it. I do have some subsonic rounds ordered in, and hopefully when we get these cans in, we'll be able to do a little bit more of the subsonic, really quiet rounds. So be looking forward to that. But the 300 Blackout cartridge is very, very interesting because you can have a package just as small as this one right here, a personal defense weapon, and you can still be able to use it and not have to worry about any of the velocities falling or anything like that with it. So that's always nice, especially with this cartridge. This gun has no wobble to it at all. Everything looks perfect with it, and I'm telling you something, I don't think I could be more happy with this. Didn't matter what type of scenario or firearm. I mean, this right here is one of my favorites I own. It is expensive overall. I mean, the lowers will cost you around $1,000 a piece. The upper here can run you about anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500, depending on how much it's in stock. Barrels about $500, or no, the barrel is probably about $600. So whenever you start looking into it, you can have a lot of money tied up in this gun right here before you know it. But now at the same time, believe me, it's no slouch, and I absolutely love it. Whenever you're comparing it in size to, like, say, a H&K SP5K PDW, and this is also a registered short-barreled rifle. We'll go ahead and put this one down for a second. Here is the full length on this one collapsed, and here's the full length on this one collapsed. So butt to butt collapsed, you can see it is a decent amount bigger than the SP5K, but that is mainly because of the buffer tube on the back, because whenever you start considering the buffer tubes, you can see they're right on the same money whenever it comes to all that. Like I said, this is also a registered short-barreled rifle. But guys, very interesting gun overall. It shot amazing. Like I said, it does have a decent amount of recoil to it, but you can get really quick follow-up shots still. We have the normal A2 birdcage that did come on with it from factory. I'll probably give me a muzzle brake to put on this to where you can direct, quick detach, quick attach muzzle brake. I think Silencer Co. does make one for their 36M, and I'll probably get in that one for my Otter Creeks and stuff like that. But guys, it's an overall very nice, very compact weapon that you can really get some quick shots on. I can't wait to shoot this more in the future. This will be just a quick initials review on it, and we'll have a longer review on it whenever I get some rounds down range. We only shot, let's see here, I think about 100 rounds to it today because that's all the 300 Blackout I currently have in stock. I kept me a mag loaded just in case I needed to use it for personal defense weapon, but we've got a lot more ammunition coming in, and there will be a lot longer review to come out very soon. But guys, I'm absolutely loving this right now, and I can't wait to shoot it some more. So guys, I appreciate y'all viewing as always. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.